Good evening. How is everyone? Good. You know, I think many of you have heard me share, maybe in this setting before or other settings, what I usually share with graduates at commencement each year. And that's a quote from Abraham Lincoln, a favorite quote of mine. And I share it because I think it's applicable for this evening also. And it goes like this. Your one true desire to succeed, your desire to succeed is completely up to you. Your success is completely up to you. The initiative that you put into any effort is completely up to you. And why do I think that's applicable tonight? Think about the people that we're honoring tonight. You will see their stories a little later in the program, and you'll see that they have that desire to succeed, that they have that drive. And isn't that a sign of a true entrepreneur? And when you think about it, think about President Lincoln. I read a lot on Abraham Lincoln, and I'm sure many of you do too. And when you think about it, when you think about the challenges that he faced, I like to read about him because of the main leadership challenges that he faced. I mean, he didn't go through some formal education. He educated himself to be an attorney at that time. He had a desire to do that. He had a desire to lead the nation. He had that will, he had that drive, he had that initiative. Isn't that what an entrepreneur is all about? Drive and initiative? The other thing that's key in all of that is the people that we're honoring tonight, we're not just honoring their success, we're honoring their perseverance. Their perseverance through many challenges and many hurdles. But I'm telling you something that you already know. Because the majority of people sitting out there now have been up there and have been honored. You know the hurdles that you faced. You know the challenges that you have faced. You have persevered and you have succeeded, and that's what we're honoring tonight. You know, that's applicable to you, that's applicable to Greenville Technical College, that's applicable to the students at Greenville Tech. If I could tell you, if I had the time to describe all of the challenges that many of our students face, I would be up here way too long, because believe me, they face many, many challenges. Whether it's financial challenges, whether it's learning challenges, whether it's social challenges, life challenges in general, whatever the case may be. But I guarantee you, I can share just as many success stories. But I also guarantee you I wouldn't be able to share those success stories if it wouldn't be for supporters like you. So you are entrepreneurs in your own right. The people that we're honoring tonight are entrepreneurs. Our students are entrepreneurs. You know, there's another piece to all of this. On my drive to Columbia this morning, I was listening to NPR, and they were interviewing this gentleman who also reads a lot about Abraham Lincoln. And he made a comment, and he said, President Lincoln cared about people. They weren't just numbers. And I have found that out in my readings also. And I was thinking about that and thinking about the event tonight, and that characterizes all of you also. I mean, it's evident. Your support of Greenville Tech is your support of the students that we work with. So those students to you, those students to me aren't just numbers. They're real people. And that's what they were to Abraham Lincoln. So once again, he served. President Lincoln was a true sign of an entrepreneur. You are a true sign of an entrepreneur because of your perseverance, because of the goals that you have obtained, and because you care about people. Because you want to pass on what you have done, and that's success. And I thank you for that, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's now my pleasure to introduce a gentleman who I met early on after moving to Greenville. And this young man, Brian Rogers, who is a market president for Wells Fargo, I met early in moving to Greenville, and that's just a little over 3 years ago. But let me tell you a little bit about Brian. Brian came to me early in my tenure and said, "What can we do? We believe in what you do." And those aren't just words. In many, many ways, he stood behind that, both personally as well as professionally, and his institution. Wells Fargo has stood behind that also. I worked with Brian not just in his role with the bank, but in his role with March of Dimes, so he's very involved in the community. Once again, another individual that cares about the community and cares about people in the community and their success. So I am very pleased to introduce Brian Rudd.